Hello, party people. How's it going? Oh, what have we got up on screen? Oh, quick. There we go. How you doing? Pro streamer or what? Great to see you. Great to have you in the Way of the Exploding Show house. Look, the reason that happened, I was being really slick, and I was in the Twitch app saying hello to all of my Twitch posse. I should say hello to Philip Hoy as well. I can see he's joined us from X. That's good to see. So we've got Twitch on the go. X should be happening. I'm just going to scoot over to Instagram, and I can see an absolute ton of you. Galvin, how you doing, buddy? Random Tasks, Serve, Hal, Alex, Furq, Can't Ride BMX. Dude, what are you like? You are the most supportive of my community. I think you've seen every single one, all 7 of them, haven't you? See Schofield in the house, Mon Capel, T-Bags, good to see you too. Oh, thank you so much. Let's give it up for my wife, ladies and gentlemen, bringing me a cup of tea. Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. And on Mother's Day as well. That's what you get, you see. If you give it out, you get it back. Tea bags, and then the tea arrived. How crazy is that? What else have we got? Let's just see if YouTube is in the house. Yes, Marky B. All good. Thank you, sir. I'll put my teapot down there so I don't empty it all over the gadgets. So yeah, we've got, we should have Facebook online, although I'm not sure how Facebook can chat, because I've never got chat through the chat aggregator that I use, which pulls all the feeds in from YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, X, what else? What else have I got? Are there more? Twitch, YouTube, X, Facebook, Instagram. Oh yeah, I was going to say TikTok, but of course, we're not live on TikTok concurrently. I do that as a separate show in the week. But how cool is it? Multi-streaming, multitasking, all the way. Addicted to Retro. Jam Cooper, great to see you. Puri Cad. Shall we get this show started? Shall we get this party started right? I think we should. Welcome to Way of the Exploding Show. Explode VT, indeed, Putty Cad, nicely put, sir. Great to see all of you. Professor Giles has just joined from X Evening, all the way from Twitter. I love it. I love it when people call it Twitter. This is an interesting one. Maybe we should talk about that, actually. Where are you in the kind of Twitter versus X debate? I'm just full on X now. And as a, I don't know. I just feel that X is cooler as a concept. It works for me now. I'm totally converted, but I'll be interested to hear what you have to say. Westy Coopers, good to see you. Gary, Mon, Campbell, lovely to see you in Instagram. DJ Eco, Sean Mittick, by Connor Rubins. I mean, these are such verbal tongue twisters. Mark Bridgman. I'm going to say it. Fuck Riley Graham. That's your name. I'm going to get it out there. GO87. Gary Howler. Would you say the new Humane pin is retro? The new Humane pin. I'm probably going to really embarrass myself right now, Gary Harlow 1. I don't know what you mean. Could you maybe elucidate on that a little bit more? Hi, Marnie. Great to see you. I noticed you again. It went for a few weeks when I didn't notice my own daughter. But I think I've given you a shout out every week for the last 3 weeks. So there you go. Jake DC. Hey, buddy. Back at you. Gary Harlow. Elon ain't cool. Oh, well, I don't know. I mean, that's another debate, is it? Is it Twitter? Is it X? Is Elon cool? Is he a megalomaniac? I don't know. Maybe he is a megalomaniac, but he can still be cool. Galvin. Hi, Marnie. Hope you're well. Lots of cross chat going on. Good to see y'all. Epic music from Pi Arch. Thank you for that. Yeah, this is a playlist that I put together using Epidemic Sound, because as you know, especially when you're going cross-platform like I am at the moment across 5 different social media platforms, you've got to be a little bit careful with copyright and stuff, and it's not easy to avoid getting pulled, especially on places like YouTube where they're less than enthusiastic about copyright claims. Those robots are hot on it. Okay, so this is Where the Exploding Show, where each Sunday I talk, well, anything south of the noughties is how I articulate it. So generally 80s, 90s tech culture, or modern tech, modern popular culture that references the 80s or 90s. So we've spent an awful lot of time over the last 6 weeks talking about, well, the 2024-2025 frenzy of 80s, 90s movies remakes. This will be the only week when I haven't chosen to talk about one, because I've talked about multiple movies, as you can probably remember. What was it last week? Can't remember. What was it? Looking in the news. Yeah, we started off with Roadhouse, and we've been there with so many other movies that are being remade. And so if a piece of technology, say for example the Apple Vision Pro, which I've covered extensively on this show, references a kind of 80s vision for VR, then we'll talk about it. But we're quintessentially rooted, in fact, no, we're not. I was going to say this week's news, we're quintessentially rooted firmly in the 80s, 90s, but we're not, because it's a reimagined version of a classic 80s game. So they're the 2 decades that just keep on giving. Rob H, hello, hope you are well. Is that Rob Hardman? Is that a Rob Hardman or another Rob H? If it is, let me know. Grassamaniac, oh, hi, indeed. KRP TV, all of these people I'm very familiar with. Wezza, great to see you. Mega Blaze, howdy. Wow, coming in through Twitch. Can I just say, the only issue with multi-streaming like this, which is so cool, works really, really well, is that it doesn't give me an opportunity to, make use of some of the kind of cultural assets that the various platforms offer. Both YouTube and Twitch immediately come to mind. I don't know if there's anything on X whereby you can use bits or the equivalent to wave at me, or you can kind of reward something you like, or even sub and get channel points, which I know is something that some of you have mentioned. So I apologize for that, but what we do get is we get to broaden the family, because after all, I did do the previous show I used to do with Trista Bytes. I did do it for 3 years, and so I feel like I've put out into the streaming community, and I really wanted to broaden the message. And one of the reasons I wanted to broaden the message is that this show, Where the Exploding Show, is sponsored, hang on, that hasn't worked, has it? There we go, that should work. Is sponsored by a project that I'm heavily involved with, and that project is called Control AI Delete. I only floundered there because the title of this feature film movie project, which we're taking to Kickstarter in the summer, had to be changed, and the reason it had to be changed was pointed out to me on this very show a few weeks ago. It used to be called, what did it used to be called, guys? I'm having a moment. I've had so much technology going on, I forgot what it was called. FUAI. It was called FUAI, and we couldn't go with that title anymore. We've now changed it to Control AI Delete. That's one of the poster designs. There is also a new poster design, which I'll show you. Hang on one second. There we go. So Control AI Delete is a independent movie project involving many of the people in chat. Many of the people in chat have been a huge part of its evolution over the last few months. And it's about a bunch of retro gamers, okay, at an expo when a global AI is rolled out, and the global AI just sends the modern world back into the dark ages, all right? So there's no death rays and robots or aliens or anything like that, but everything just doesn't work, all right? So there's a run on the banks, there's chaos on the streets, there's riots, it all gets a bit purgy, and these gamers are at an expo, and they realise they've got a Jenny, and they've got a room full of 80s and 90s computers that they might just be able to use to hack the AI and bring order back to the world. That's the basic concept. The screenplay is done. We've got some test footage, which I'm thinking we might want to show. Well, we'll certainly show here first, but I might want to tease you with over the next few weeks. And we're moving towards a Kickstarter. We've got a great Discord for this show, a brilliant Discord. Now, I would cordially ask those in chat, Gareth Ross just joined us, John UK Japan, great to see you, and all the others that I've mentioned on Twitch, YouTube, X. If you could, on your various platforms, kindly for me, pop in the URL to the Discord, that would be absolutely mega. I'm going to do that now. I think it works. I'm going to do it into Instagram. I should say hello to Instagram because I haven't given you any love for a few mins, and I don't like that. Just 2 seconds, 1 second. Okay, let's have a look. I'm going to write the word Discord, and I should be able to find the email that I've sent myself. There we go. I'm going to whack this Discord link into the only chat that I can actively access right now, which is Instagram. So there you go. In Instagram, Galvin, you're still there. Graham Stone Photography, Philly13, Barbaraja 778, Mark on the Hill. Oh, sounds like a Beatles song. Marnie's there, David Blagg, so many more of you. Giark87, Gary's still there. T5, yeah, it looks a bit like Ghostbusters, I agree. Not unintentionally channeling that most iconic of 80s movie posters. Hot Air Pod, Donna, oh, there's just so many. Go to 11, Gav Oxley 97, Jake. I've put the Discord in chat. I would ask those of you who can find the Discord in the X or Twitch or even YouTube chat to come onto the Discord. It's really, really becoming active. I've spent a lot of time this week on your request. It became apparent to me after last week's show, certainly many of the existing Discord users wanted a lot more channels in the Discord, a lot more targeted content, opportunity to catch up on the quiz answers, because we had a problem last week, which we won't have this week again. I promise you this show is going to roll, and it's going to roll right through to the end because I've resolved the technical issues. Many of you wanted the answers to the quiz copied into Discord, and I've made that possible. Sorry. Okay. The Discord is up there, and I would love you to join because it's a place where we can swap ideas. You can suggest, as has happened this week, items for the news. Both news items in the show this week have come from people in the Discord. I know Bruce93 is one of them, so that's the game that we're going to be running with in a minute. And someone else mentioned the other news item, which I won't give away just yet, but it's all come from the Discord. And I've got images of the movie. I've got announcements about the movie. It's a really great way to start doing what I want to do, which is to build a community around this project that is going to need a lot of people to shout about it on social media. Okay, enough said. I think you get the idea. Should we do some news? Is it time for the news? I think it might be. Okay, brilliant. We have the Exploding News, where each week we cover anything thematically related to the popular culture that defines our love of the 80s and 90s, and anything contemporary, modern, that references those fine decades. I can see the Discord link. I can see it. Philip Hoy, thank you so much. Ray Daily Writer, Insta is working. I just checked it. That's the first time I've seen the stream working up there. Yeah, it's all down to me and me just making simple schoolboy errors around what is a complicated system, but as I keep ticking boxes each week, realizing, oh, okay, if I do that, this happens. We get to what we have now, which I'm going to touch wood, is working so far so well. Gareth Ross in UK on YouTube. I think it blocks users posting links. Only moderators or channel owners can. Well, I'm not going to try and go into it because that'll knacker it, but if you'd like the Discord link, how can we do this? Why don't you message me on X? If you're on YouTube, message me via X. Direct message me on X and I'll send it to you. Okay. And let me just check if any other questions are coming. Laverack Bicycles are back. Well, that's a huge compliment. The family-owned bespoke bicycle makers in Rutland. A family of bicycle makers. How cool, how quintessentially English is that? They're back. Mr. Shug is here. Sides as well is here. Marcus Ab. Super. Okay, right. Yeah, news stories. Let's have a look at the news. Where's my first news story? Yeah, this was suggested by Bruce93, who's one of my regulars. You in the house, Bruce? Make some noise if you are. On the Discord channel this week, and it relates to the re-release, the upgrading, a brand new version of a super classic, momentously huge arcade machine that many of us played in arcades and then played, you know, on our Commodore 64s and Mega Drives and all the rest of it. It is, of course, Outrun, as you'll recognise from those very recognisable visuals. And this one's called Outrun Turbo Reimagined. So it's Outrun Turbo, that iteration of the popular Outrun title. It's been reimagined. I'm just going to give you some info on it, and then I'm going to play it so you can actually see it in action. Where is it? Well, I've got a story on it here somewhere. Let's have a look. Outrun Reimagined. Outrun Turbo Reimagined. There we go. Let's see what this says. Hang on. I've got loads of video of it on here, but no one actually talking about it. So Turbo Outrun has been cloned, according to this website. Ah, man, I can't find the news on it. I really want to try some news. I really want you to understand where this is coming from. Choose from one of 4 most desirable vehicles from the 80s. Yeah, you've got, I know that you've got 2 Ferraris, a Testarossa and another one. And you've also got the opportunity to choose a Lamborghini Countach, which is quite interesting. Need more speed? Press the turbo boost button for more power. If the temperature goes beyond 103 degrees, then the turbo might blow up. It plays just like the games from the 80s, but there are several other modes and different difficulties. You've got a 5-speed automatic gearbox, a 2-speed manual, a 5-speed manual. I won't be doing that tonight. You can't tune the radio. That might be coming soon. It's available on itch.io. Are you aware of this, folks? Itch.io, which is a website where a lot of games developers put their games up and allow you to download them for free to alpha and beta test the games. And it's created by someone called Skids. Skids spelt with a number 1 instead of an I. It's a completely independent game, and it's just brilliant. But don't take my word for it. Let me just play it for you. Let's have a look if I can work this out. Hang on 1 second. This is rather cool, isn't it? You're watching Way of the Exploding Show with me, Jason Bradbury. If you're new, welcome. I'm streaming simultaneously on Instagram, on Facebook. See if this works. There we go. No, okay, that's no good. That hasn't worked. Oh, hang on. No. We'll just do that. It's probably too loud, isn't it? That is loud. Is that too loud? Bear with me, folks. Have we got it? Is it working? Oh, hang on a minute. Hey. Here we go. If this is loud, get ready. I'm sorry. Turbo is available. I've got a... Damn, it's loud in my ears. Okay, and we're off. I'm playing on the keyboard, but you can use, I'm guessing, any gamepad. I know you can use the Xbox on Bluetooth. I can't hear a thing. It's so phenomenally loud. Okay, let's hit the turbo. Here we go. It's so slick. I love it. Super slick. In goes the turbo again. Applied a modicum of brakes. Oh! Turbo again. If you've just joined, welcome to the chaos that is Way of the Exploding Show. With me, Jason Bradbury, playing Outrun Turbo Reimagined by a man called Skids. Oh! Available for you to play on itch.io. Turbo goes in. Come on, baby! Come on, Jace, you can do it! Engine's too hot for the turbo, and brake. I think there is an end to it at some point. In goes the turbo, come on! It's 1983. I'm 14. And I'm trying to impress a girl down the local cricket club. And I can't hear a thing. My ears are bleeding. But I don't care. There's a Mini. Was that a Mini? Break! Oh, shit! No, I was doing so well. That is literally my first mistake. Come on! Ah! Look at the graphics. Just beautiful. So really... No! God damn it! Wicked music though. Oh yeah. King Tut. Turbo Outrun reimagined. Oh, the music's been reimagined too. Okay, I figured that we've maybe made the point now. I just realised, I think I've done, geez, it's so loud, I have to stop it. Stop! Somebody stop it. Control AI, delete, Task Manager. There you go, stopped it. Oh my God, I'm sweating. That was emotional. Could you see the goddamn game? Could you see the game? I just went through that entire sequence. Could you even see the game? Because I noticed that it was just off screen there and I didn't realise. Could you not see the game? Let me know. Oh, the cruelty of the so near but so far checkpoint, says Prof. Giles. We could see. You could see. Oh, thank God. That would have been so... was just embarrassing, wouldn't it, really? Very loud. Turn it up all the way to 11. I think it was at 11. There's just blood trickling down my cheeks right now. It looks like a really nice tribute to the series. It is Bruce 93. It really, really is, brother. And thank you for the reference, by the way, the suggestion, mate. Round of applause for Bruce 93 in the Discord, ladies and gentlemen. And then the other story that I've got in this new segment right now is, of course, it's March the 10th. I also got this from chat. If it was you, from Discord, let me know in chat if it was you. Which is otherwise known as International Mario Day. Let me have a look on the interweb. March the 10th, National Mario Day. On March the 10th, recognises an iconic character from the popular video game. The character known today as Mario. This is a little bit basic, isn't it? First appeared in 1981 in a game called Donkey Kong, made by Nintendo. Who wrote this? National Mario Day. Dedicated fans knew Mario before his time as a plumber. As the creation, Donkey Kong portrays Mario as a carpenter named Jumpman. We know that, don't we? Because we are hardcore. But I guess a lot of people don't know that. Then in 1983, Nintendo launched a new game in which bad guy Jumpman reinvents himself into an Italian plumber who rescues princesses. I'm just going to go to x.com. And I'm going to put in Mario Day. Mario... into search, where I should be able to find what I saw earlier, which is so look, there we go. Yeah, that's right. There's a video on X if you want to look it up. Write the word Mario. It's obviously it's March the 10th, isn't it? The I is a 1. You get it? And Miyamoto, the legend that is Miyamoto, creator of the aforementioned massive gaming character franchise, is introducing the fact that it's Mario Day, but also, I believe he talks about, I can't play it for various reasons, a new movie. So a new movie is coming in 2026. Is that right, folks? Can you fact check that for me? In fact, let me just try myself. New Mario movie 2020. I mean, 2026, it feels like a little premature to me. The venture marks the second co-production between Nintendo and Illumination, following the release of the Super Mario Bros. Movie. That was really good, wasn't it? In April 2023. That's April just gone. The sequel will be released theatrically on April the 3rd, 2026. Wow. A touch premature, I feel, in a number of countries and territories, including the US, with other markets following the same month. Ah, brilliant stuff. So there you go. Are you excited? Are you aware of Mario Day? Have you celebrated it? Who was it in chat? Was it you, Grassamaniac? Yeah, a Jumpman was an answer in a quiz that I did in the studio some time ago. You're right. They have a new Mario theme park in Orlando opening soon. Well, you'd know, Phil, based on the fact that you go to Orlando, if memory serves me correctly, every Christmas, you lucky what's it. Yeah, 2 years away. That's mad, isn't it? Isn't that mad, though? So they're talking about movies 2 years nowadays, 2 years before they even start. Good stuff. Right, so have a quick look at Instagram, and then we're going to move on. Let's have a quick look, just in case I've missed some cool stuff. Good to see you, Daniel J. Brown, Dadams, Badger Man, Will Zay, Mr. Man, Ashley, Nathan Overweg, Koyo Truro. Koyo Truro. Is that a place? That's a place. I know Truro is a place, but is Koyo, is it like a restaurant or something? Graham Kirk video. Yeah, cut off slightly, but is that all right? Is that all right? Graham Kirk video said, love the Switch port. Kept my 360 for solely playing Outrun 2. Well, discerning taste, sir. Slunga 2. What's this game? It's Outrun Turbo reimagined. I'm sorry, I'm clearly choking. But I'm also suffering because I went surfing the other day with my son about 2 days ago, and I've got loads of water still in my ear. So there you go. One of the drawbacks of living a healthy Cornish lifestyle, as Matey Boy from Truro will attest. Way of the Exploding Fist, fantastic game, but got to say preferred IK2, International Karate Plus, sorry. Yes, that's where I got the name from, Slunga 2. Well spotted. Right, okay, good stuff. You're watching Way of the Exploding Show with me, Jason Bradbury. And we're now going to say goodbye to International Mario Day, and we're going to move things on, keeping nice and slick and to time, and start this week's Way of the Exploding Quiz. I'm really excited. We've got some great quiz questions this week. I'll have to turn that music down so we don't have such a discordant intro to the quiz. Yes, so the quiz is really, really straightforward. Very important this week that all you do is that you write in the answers to the questions that I give you, okay? So I want you to write the answers into chat, and you mustn't embellish. I've said this before, and there's various questions this week. If you embellish, it'll knacker the next question, all right? Make sense? So don't embellish, and don't write 1, 2, 3 or 4. If the question's about, I don't know, Rambo, and the answer's Rambo, just write Rambo, right? Don't go, loved Rambo. You know, the second one was with what's his face in it was even better, or something like that, because the next question might be about the second one. Did you get it? All right, cool. Marvellous, marvellous, marvellous. Please whack the Discord links back into chat. If you can remember to do so, that would be really helpful. I'll just put it into Instagram. Hello, Ground Toffer. Karen Harrington .ceramics. Karen, I bet you've got some great ceramics on your Instagram account. Daz. Poor Dav's been deafened by all that gameplay. Short Top 4D. Dennis Hashley. Gussius. And Observer Street. Awesome. Right, okay, so let's get those questions up. The first question in today's Way of the Exploding Quiz. There we go. So let's move down a little bit. What did Toto famously sing about in 1982? Wait for the answers. Wait for the options. Africa, Graceland, Hell, or Kissing? What did Toto famously sing about in 1982? Africa, Graceland, Hell, or Kissing? I know you don't know much about the movies, Phil. You've discussed this in Discord. That's why you need to sign up to the Discord, folks. All right, not just hear about our fantastic movie or to suggest content for this show, but because you get to look at the answers once again and develop, evolve as a quizzer. How about that? Okay. Right, Professor Giles. Let battle commence, indeed. I'm just going to check Insta. We've got them coming in from YouTube, X, Twitch. I can see that Insta is a little bit behind. That happened last week. A little bit behind. So I'll just take my time a little bit. Okay, cool. All right, that's question number 1. Question number 2. Got an image and a question. Name the 1990 point-and-click adventure from this iconic game art. The options that you have, I've intentionally messed up the picture and taken the title out of it, are The Secret of Monkey Island, Grim Fandango, Myst, or Broken Sword. These are all fine point-and-click adventures. But only one of them features that very memorable game art that I had to mess with quite a lot to make it less easy to discern. Phaedro, yes, I do know Rez Hex. He's my son. Of course I know him, dude. And if you've come over here from Rez Hex's Twitch feed, then you are welcome. You might find it a bit strange because there's a lot of people like me here who live for the 80s and 90s. And that's really what we're about. But you're very, very welcome. And if you're a gamer, you're even more welcome. So Rob H has just answered. Let me see. Chat's coming in. Chat's coming in from Insta as well. Cool. All right, we're going to move over now to question number 3. Which actor played the rogue Air Force pilot who steals nuclear weapons in 1996's Broken Arrow? Not easy, this one. Was it Christian Slater? Was it Gary Oldman? Was it Nicolas Cage? Or John Travolta? Good to see you, Phaedro. Gareth Ross. So you just looking at Gareth's answer, I can see that YouTube is also slightly delayed. That's fine. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I don't think it affects things. As long as I just keep talking at a steady pace, it should all kind of work itself out in the end. Good to see you too. This is quite a terrible movie, but not the worst I've ever seen, says Ray Daily Writer. Well, you are a very knowledgeable movie chap and writer. All I would say is, from a conceptual point of view, I love the concept of a broken arrow. It was the first time I'd ever come across that concept. Was it based on a famous novel by any chance? And yeah, and I would say ripe for a remake. Ripe for a remake, I would have said. Okay, so we're now going to move on. iStuv 11, Rob Oliver, Nicholas James, Supercars. Great to see ya. We're going to move on now. That's question number 3. We're going to go to question number 4. What 1997 movie did Nicolas Cage and John Travolta star in together? Was it Con Air, 8mm, Face Off, or Deadfall? Remember York Television, don't embellish. Love your enthusiasm, but don't embellish, because it could be the thing that tips someone into going, oh yeah, no, that's the answer. And it's in your interest to just answer the question so that everyone gets an equal chance. I'm not telling you off. I'm just spitting facts. Denise Ashley, 1996. Nicholas James. I.D. Johnson, yeah. I'm interested. I'm intrigued to see if, if Insta, how far behind Insta is, and also YouTube. I don't think it's a critically problematic issue. Let me have a look at this event log. There's an event log. Yeah, we've been going for about 39 minutes, folks. $39 in. So things are going well because, as you probably know, most weeks I don't leave myself enough time at the end for the fun bit, which is when we race towards the final concluding moments as to who has got the highest score. It's actually been quite exciting the last few weeks, and I want to make sure that we've got enough room to do that. Thank you, Ray Daily Writer, for the feedback about YouTube. Okay, so that's question number 4. I'll turn that off. We've got a question number 5 now. And this is a trick question. Remember, in chat, just the answer, especially with this question. Which animal was a survivor in 1982? Was it a tiger? Was it a lion? Was it a wolf? Or was it a leopard? And if you get that trick question, you'll want to tell everyone in chat. But you'll have a chance. You'll have a chance to gloat. Okay? So those of us who feel like we've been run over by a truck every morning, I don't want to say the older people in chat, you know who you are, who were there first time around, understand this question, and I'm guessing you think that's a cool question because it's a goodie, isn't it? I was really pleased with this question. I wish I could embellish. I'm going to embellish later and tell you my own personal story of the first time, not the first time I encountered, the first time, let's say, I encountered the answer to this question, where I was and what I was doing. Remind me about that. Nice synthy soundtrack tonight, isn't it? All from Epidemic Sounds, copyright-free music. Really, really good. I'm not advertising them, but they're great. I've had an account with Epidemic Sound now for about 5 years, and you can use your music on all the platforms, you know, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and you don't have to worry about getting pulled for copyright. Snettelja. Can't say your name. Uni of Lincoln Design. Great to see you back. Means a lot. Means a lot when anyone turns up and says hello, makes the effort. But it's doubly impressive and flattering when people return. So thank you so much. And indeed, there are loads of you are regulars. But Uni Lincoln Design, great to see you in the house. Chris4121, tattoo bloke. I'm guessing, like it says on the tin, you're a bloke and you've got tattoos. It's great to see you. Drew, the Great One, 77, Hamza, Idie Johnson, Matt Duval, Matthew Duval. All right, good. So we're going to move on now. That's question number 5. Now, this is interesting. Got a new format. Trying a new format of question in question number 6. This is the bottom section of which 1982 film poster. I should have written the word poster in there. Is that the bottom section of The Last Starfighter, E.T., Alien or Outlander? The Last Starfighter, E.T., Alien or Outlander have that as the bottom half of their movie poster. I should say that if you Google this or you chat GPT it, then the retro gods will not be impressed. Strange things will happen to any retro tech that you have. All right? Your ghetto blaster will, the tape will get caught in it, or the tracking will go out on your VHS recorder. No Googling, no GPTing. Just using the old wet computer up there. All right, that's what we need to do. Okay, that's the bottom section of a famous movie poster from 1982. Is it The Last Starfighter, E.T., Alien or Outlander? Just checking back on Instagram. Yeah, it looks like you're doing it. Folks, I should just say, actually, at this point, to those who've just popped in, you're watching Way of the Exploding Show with me, your host for the evening, Jason Bradbury. The show celebrates all things retro with a twist, meaning that we cover a lot of contemporary content, but it's anything that references or sort of pays homage or in some way is relevant to the 80s and 90s. Pop culture, so it could be comic books, TV, movies, music, and of course games. Earlier on we were playing a really, really cool game. It was an absolute ton of fun called Outrun Turbo Reimagined. And we were also chatting about the fact that today is, of course, March the 10th, otherwise known as International Mario Day, at which point Nintendo took the opportunity to announce a new Mario movie, but not until 2026, which is nuts, isn't it? So anyway, news, chat, and quizzing. That's what we do here. We've done question number 6, I believe. Question number 7 is a similar question in the same format. This is the bottom of which famous 1990 blockbuster movie? Elf, Scream, The Net, or Home Alone? I love it. Evening Magic Night, good to see you. Force Ghost Jeremy. Apparently, Force Ghost Jeremy just said in chat he's been playing the remastered Star Wars Dark Forces over the weekend. I didn't even know that was a thing. Is that on Steam, is it, dude? Yeah, great. Jason G. Good to see you, Prof. I've already said to Prof. Charles. Great to see you. Okay, Rob Oliver, Nicholas James, Splonger 2, Production Pony, Julian Lightwing, Matthew Rupert Barnett, JW Robbins 15. All of you are heads down in the quiz. That's great on over Instagram. It's brilliant. Okay, that's question number 7. Let's do it. We're now moving on to question number 8. In fact, what I should just do, actually, is just let you know what we're doing here. We're playing Wave the Exploding Quiz, which is a quiz that tests your retro knowledge and wins you the love and respect of a generation in chat. Okay, question number 8. I'll bring it back up again. What were the Bangles walking like in 1986? Millionaires, Robert De Niro, an Egyptian, or King Tut? What were the Bangles walking like in 1986? That is question number 8 in tonight's Way of the Exploding Quiz. Hi, Rafe Bucker. Great to see you. Coming over from my son's feed. I do appreciate that. W in chat. That's what they all do now, guys. Let's all do a W in chat. Are you familiar with this cultural oddity, folks? Those of us who were teenagers in the 80s and 90s, you may well not be. W in chat. Do that. W in chat. I've just done it on Instagram because that's the only one I can actually enter into. Let's have some W's in chat. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Addicted to Retro. W in chat. I think it means win, doesn't it? You have to tell me, young man or young lady who's just joined us from ResHex's feed. Pretty sure W in chat. Rafe Bucker. W in chat. W in chat means for the win, does it? Does it mean for the win? Okay, cool. Winner, winner, chicken dinner, says Puddy Cat. That sounds about right to me. Okay, so there you go. That was question number 8. Question number 9 coming up. Good luck. And then we're going to scoot through them and look at all the answers. A little bit more difficult, this one. Remember, if you've just joined, we're playing Wave the Exploding Quiz. No Googling, no GPTing, no using a soon-to-be sentient AI that is going to render all of us completely useless. Just use your brain, all right? And we just want the answers in chat. No embellishment. Who plays the Spice Girls manager Clifford in the 1997 movie Spice World? I couldn't even believe it was 97 when I put this question together. I thought it was the early noughties. Hugh Grant, Richard E. Grant, Elton John, or George Michael? I bought some retro vinyl, says Force Ghost Marty. Over the weekend for my birthday, got some Pink Floyd, Spandau Ballet, and Blondie. Hey, Force Ghost, one of Spandau Ballet is my mate, Steve. I'll get him to sign it for you if you want. He's a really good friend of mine and a really lovely human being. I'm sure he'd be well up for doing that. He got me backstage, like dressing room tickets to go to the O2 and watch Spandau Ballet. That was an amazing experience. Yeah. Why is your YouTube behind Rob's, Gareth? I don't know, buddy. I don't know. I've no idea. I can tell you I still never seen this movie. Haha! But I guess Richard E. Grant. That's from Sneltja, in Instagram land. George Michael, says Lil Rob. Would you ever return to the Gadget Show, says Serena. Good to see you. Okay, let's have a look. Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? Were you a fan of the show, Serena? That was an epic 10 years of my life, 12 years of my life. Brilliant stuff. Very fortunate to have been part of that. Okay, where are we? Hugh Grant, says Gareth Ross, UK. Right. That's question number 9. And now the final question. We're at the final question already. Can you believe that? We're playing Way of the Exploding Quiz. And I'm your host, I guess, Quiz Master. I mean, why not? This is Way of the Exploding Show. If you've just joined us, we've had an absolute ball. We've got brilliant chat. We're streaming on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitch, on X, and what else? YouTube. I wrote them all up there, look, because I can never remember how many we're streaming on. But they're a bit high, so it looks a bit weird, doesn't it? Looks like I'm thinking. Have you noticed that on YouTubers, when the YouTubers talk and they go and they look off like that, and they talk a lot, and then they look off like that, and they talk, it really winds me up. But I know what they're doing. They're looking at a script. Question number 10 coming up. What is the basic ROM memory size, without switching, on an Atari 2600 cartridge? How much ROM does the Atari 26 cartridge have without switching, which, as you'll know, is a relatively early way of maximizing memory on early gaming hardware? Is it 11 meg? Is it 48K? Is it 64 meg? Or is it 4K? I thought I'd end with a hard one. Ending with a tricky one. So cool, man. So cool to see so many of you out there. I just love it. Thanks so much for turning up. It means an awful lot to me. Do check out the Discord. It's really, really cool. If you're just recently here, I've put it into chat. If you can scoot back, I don't know if you can in Instagram. You can certainly see it in the aggregated chat, but I don't know whether that works on X or it works certainly on Twitch. It will be on Twitch somewhere. But if you get caught short, you can always direct message me on X and I'll tell you exactly what the Discord is. And the Discord is a place to discuss all the things that we talk about on the show, but just to have a great chat. Some great people. There's loads of really good visuals. I've got about 5 or 6 channels now dedicated to the elements that we cover on Way of the Exploding Show. So games and movies. Our show sponsor, Control AI Delete, the movie that I'm hoping to take to Kickstarter in the summer. And just general chat. There's also a music channel as well. And I put some of the music. I could put some of the music from here, actually, couldn't I? That would be quite nice. But some of the music that I make, which is all 80s kind of homages, that's up there as well. And other people are free to upload content. I'm pretty sure you can upload content, can't you? You certainly put images and videos up there. And many of the news items, both the news items in today's show, but many of the news items that we generally talk about on this show each week come from Discord. So please get involved. It's like a community. What I want it to be, though, most importantly, is a community around the movie project, which we're looking to launch in the summer. And one of the big discussions on the Discord at the moment is about what merchandise we should have at the various tiers, the pledges, the tiers in the Kickstarter. And I had a really good suggestion. Forget who it was this week. I would never have thought about it. One of their suggestions was a coin. A coin. And the reason that they suggested that one of the things that, you get a collection of stickers, you get a collection of pin badges, you might want to get a coin. These are different pledges and you can combine them into mega pledges. The reason for that was a very astute point that the person on the Discord, I'm so sorry I don't remember what it was, made. And it was around... It was around the fact that when you send stuff to people from a Kickstarter campaign, you want to make sure that it doesn't get broken or lost or is faulty, or if it's a t-shirt, is the wrong size. So we're going to do t-shirts. I think we're going to do hoodies. We're going to do hats. We're going to do come and be on the set. We're going to do signed clapper boards and posters and all that sort of stuff. But one of the points that this person made in chat, there we go, that's the movie poster there, is that you want stuff that doesn't break. And a coin's never going to break. And then I suddenly started thinking that I'm not beyond making a small tweak to the script whereby the main character's dad, gave him a meaningful coin that was his lucky coin for putting in the arcade machine or something like that. I mean, after all, Hollywood inserts all kinds of stuff to help fund the movie, doesn't it? I mean, ultimately, if you've got, Nike trainers or a Maserati or something in a movie, or an Audi, or they're driving Minis instead of VWs, Beetles, in, the remake of the Italian Job, or not VW Beetles, no, was it the other way around? I'm being really thick now. I think they drove Minis in both movies, but you know what I mean. They certainly drove Minis in the original, so I'm not that stupid, but I'm sure there was something, anyway, whatever, you get my point, right? It's not beyond the realms of reality to, in the right way, mess with a script, enhance a script, bring an element into it, a kind of MacGyver or something interesting that you can then use to market the movie. And I think a coin would be really, really cool. And in chat, they also included a link to a coin site where they make what are called challenge coins, and they're used in business to reward people. So you can, best salesman of the year or the month or whatever, and you get a coin, right? Anyway, there you go. Any ideas for merch that you think would be cool, beyond the ordinary? I would love to hear it. Discord is the place to do it. I'm sure chat have put Discord in there. I put it a couple of times into Instagram. And if not, as I said, on X, direct message me. There we go. So there we go. Where are we time-wise? 8 minutes to go until the end of the show, which is exactly the amount of time we need to summarise our 10 questions, find out what the real answers were. Now, what I want, as we do this, we're going to go from question number 1 to question number 2. I want you to put whatever you've got out of 10. So I want like 0 out of 10. 1 out, sorry, not out of 10, what am I saying? 1 out of 1, all right? 2 out of 2, or 1 out of 2, or 2 out of 3, as we go, so we can get a bit of drama going as we move forward. Although I think some of the scores are going to be quite high, because you were doing really, really well. I couldn't acknowledge it, but you were doing really, really well. Derek's just saying, it's a US thing. My company gives away coins whenever they like, making them meaningless. Oh, okay. I'm quietly confident this week, says Ponder PRG. MacGuffin even, says Jason G. Yeah, that's what I was referring to. Let's go for some more music. Right, okay, question number 1. Let's go back. What did Toto famously sing about in 1982? Well, you know what it was. It was Africa. It wasn't Graceland, Hell or Kissing. It was Africa. Yeah, really famous song from 1982. So well done. 1 out of 1, says Addicted to Retro. Come on, chat. Let's see, what have you got? 1 out of 1. Force Ghost Jeremy. Magic Knight. 1 out of 1. Land of Oz. Derek. Yeah, I could have put that in there. 1 out of 1. Ponder. Great stuff. Bruce. TerraVisions. Good start from everyone. Great start from everyone. Let's move on to question number 2. There we go. There's the visual. Name the 1990 point-and-click adventure from this iconic game art. I know, I saw loads of you getting this absolutely bang on. That's the correct Box art. It's not Grim Fandango or Mist or Broken Sword. It is, of course, The Secret of Monkey Island. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant stuff. Groundbreaking. Yeah, Tetio, exclamation mark breakdance doesn't trigger the breakdancing music like it did on my previous show, which was obviously Twitch exclusive with the amazing Trista Bites. Now this time, I will just give you a bit of an arm wave. All right. Okay, Rob, so far, 1 out of 2. Professor Giles, 2 out of 2. Same for Philip Hoy, Bruce93, Magic, Force Ghost Jeremy, Puddycad. So many of you. York Television, Tetio, No More Dancing. I did some dancing earlier, Tetio. Let's have a look. What have we got? Any scores on Insta? 2 out of 2 for Rob Oliver. Splunger 2, 1 out of 1. Just catching up. Hi, Richard J. Hartley, just joined. Must be thinking, what the hell is going on? Right, that's question number 2. Question number 3. Which actor played the rogue Air Force pilot who steals nuclear weapons in 1996's Broken Arrow? Was it Christian Slater, who was in the movie Broken Arrow? Gary Oldman, not sure if he was he? Nicolas Cage or John Travolta? It was John Travolta, wasn't it? It was John Travolta. 2 pilots, as I remember. It's a long time since I've seen it. I probably didn't see it since 1996. Christian Slater and John Travolta are both pilots in the same aircraft that carries nuclear weapons. And then a dreadful accident happens, but it's all nefarious. And it's John Travolta who is the architect of the arrow that is broken. Question number 3. 2 out of 3 for Philip Hoy. You all right, mate? As soon as we go to a movie, it's like... Ray Daddy Ryder. Yeah, just explaining to T.O. Oh, what? Do the free commands still come up? Do they come up on screen? Do I need to go into Twitch and... It's like a robot or something coming up with stuff. Do tell me that, actually. Maybe tell me... Ray Day Right, if you could come into Discord in the week, tell me if there's anything I need to change, because I haven't looked at Twitter since I started this show. I've not even been there. There might be some automated stuff coming up suggesting that there are keyboard commands and things like that. And I would need to turn those off now, wouldn't I? Don't worry about it now, because we're at mid-quizzing. Right, that was question number 3. Question number 4. What 1997 movie did Nicolas Cage and John Travolta starring together? Come on, you know that. It wasn't 8 Mil or Deadfall or Con Air. It was Face Off, wasn't it? 2 FBI agents. He takes his face off. He takes his face off. They swap them. It's Face On. Great concept. Why has that not been redone? Has it been redone? Has it been remade? That's a remaker, isn't it? For 2024, 2025, the remake years. 4 out of 4 for York Television. 1 out of 4 for Rob. Bless you, Rob. Good effort, though, mate. Force Ghost Jeremy, 4 out of 4. Freaky Friday. It would be if you took your face off and swapped it with your mate, wouldn't it? Your work mate. Philip Hoy, 3 out of 4. Not bad, bro. What's that Meatloaf song? Because 3 out of 4 ain't bad. No. Okay. Question number 5. I love this one. And I've remembered that I've got a story to tell you. True question. Which animal was a survivor in 1982? Was it a tiger, a wolf, a lion, or a leopard? It was, of course, a tiger. It's Eye of the Tiger by Survivor. Made famous by the Rocky movies. And I was there watching whichever Rocky movie it was at the Kinema in the Woods, which was then the only back screen projection cinema in the UK. And it was in the town of Woodhall Spa where I lived, which was a bit like growing up in Stranger Things. I've told you that before. And I remember trying to impress the girls, me and my mates. We were in the aisles and we were doing this to Eye of the Tiger. It's sad, I know, but it's true. And we were sort of like headbanging and stuff. Because it was still kind of just, you know, the 70s wasn't far behind and rock was still a thing and headbanging and all that sort of status quo type. There you go. Rising up. 3 out of 5 for Philip Hoy. 3 out of 4 for Gareth Ross UK. 2 out of 5 for Rob. You're on the up, Rob. You're on the up, mate. Well done. He's on the up, brothers and sisters. Trucker J, 1 down the road from RAF Coningsby. Yes, it is indeed, in Woodhall Spa. My school was on the fence. The fence to RAF Coningsby. If we kicked a ball over during a NATO exercise, a guy in biohazard gear would kick it back with an armour light round his neck. Solid moves, York Television. Killing it, Giles, says Philip Hoy. Yeah, Giles on 5 out of 5. Ray Daily Writer. Oh, right. 5 out of 5. Did Bill Bailey do a version of Eye of the Tiger? I love it. I'm going to have to look at that. I'll look at that. Magic Knight, 5 out of 5. Rocky 3. Force goes to Smarty. And we've got an issue going on. We had this last week. It did never happen with Trista, I agree. Are we still